Okay, hey, welcome to the final part of this animation tour. Right now we're looking at Adobe Premiere Pro. This is where I did the video editing, adding the sound effects. Should be noted that I could have done this in Blender. I chose not to because I know Premiere better, and I wanted to just get this over with. So, what we're going to look at, you can see there's not too much video editing going on. The only difference is just over the final frame extended out, I have added a dip to black dissolve. That's really it. Everything else I was able to handle in the compositor and Blender. I guess just like a little look-see. Here's the project file. Have a separate bin for the sound effects. If you're importing a sequence of images, it's as simple as navigating to the folder where your render output was. Minus here. Select one. Select, I think anyone, but preferably the first, and hit image sequence, and it'll all come in as one continuous track. So I guess let's get right into the audio stuff, and we'll just start here at the beginning. So the first track is just that jingle that plays over the end.
Minimum spin. Maximum flip. You're watching Berry News Network.
And you can see the only thing I've done to it is brought the level down a little bit. You'll notice that these effects have stopwatches next to them. If they're blue, that means they're going to keyframe, so whatever value you put in, depending on where you are in the timeline, that's where the value will be. If you click that once, you'll turn off keyframing, or if you've already put keyframes in, if you click it again, it will delete keyframes and revert to whatever the last input was. So let's go back to the beginning and we can take a look. This first track is just some ambient outdoor sounds. In the panner, it's balanced in the middle. The level's down pretty low because it's just going to be layered with more and more stuff. The next one is some intermittent chain rattling. I feel like the sound effect here could be a little more appropriate, but it's going to be mixed in with so many other things that it wasn't really worth spending a lot of time messing with. Again, panned in the middle. I pitch shifted it a little bit down. Levels brought down really low. Next one, ambient wind. Thing to note here is once it gets to this point where we're really zooming in on the eggs falling, I have keyframed the level so that the level kind of goes up as it falls and then cuts off again once it hits the ground. With the next track, that's pretty much the same deal. Just like a slide whistle falling cartoon sound effect. Level goes up as they get closer to the ground. All right, next one. This is some flapping sound effects for the wings. And you can see the closer ones, level's a little higher than the further away ones. And also I put a low pass filter, which also just kind of increases the effect of these things being more distant. They're also in the panner mixed closer to the left because that's kind of where this is in frame. Going forward, other sound effects are kind of going to be mixed in their accordance to where they are in the frame as well. Next one is cartoon blink sound effect. Same deal as the wing beats, low pass filter when they're further away. You'll also probably be able to tell there's like a little bit of noise on there. These are just sound effects I ripped off of YouTube. Not the best quality, but when it's all mixed together, you can't really hear it as much. It's gonna be okay. So the next one down is, and we'll do the next two. These like fart sound effects for when the eggs and the hot dog come out of the bird. Two tracks because these two are layered on top of each other. Again, same exact deal. Only effects on here, changing the level, messing with the panner balance, and a low pass filter. Okay, next one down the list. And we'll do the next three because they're all kind of representing the same action. Coconut sound effects, hollow cartoon coconut sound effects, and that classic ceramic glass shattering sound effect. Um, Same deal as before. Next one down is cartoon spring with these things going off. Same deal, same information being manipulated. Just trying with this whole scene to represent all the information that's on screen with some sort of sound. When it's all layered together, obviously some will drop out. You won't be able to notice them, but it all just kind of contributes to a larger picture. Really paying closer attention to this stuff than I have in other animations because I'm really trying to bone up and make things more convincing from every element, every aspect. Next one. Splat sound effect from where this hits. Same information being manipulated. Next thing is also on this track. This gross little squishing sound effect for when the eyeballs move or for when the pupils move. The panner keyframed because they're sliding from one direction to the next. Next thing is two swishes for the letters moving across the screen. Balance manipulated. The second one is pitch shifted down a little bit to give it some variance from the first one. And really the last big thing to go over is this sound effect, which is that line squishing around the frame. And as you can see, the panner has more keyframes than just two because it's going from left to right, back to left, as it moves around in that kind of circular motion around the frame. And the really last one, it's kind of an accident. I didn't mean to place it in here, but it timed out pretty well. It's just another squish right as we fade to black. And if we put the whole thing together, the end, which is kind of the most complicated sound-wise element of this animation, sounds like this.
Minimum spin. Maximum flip. You're watching Berry News Network.
Could it be mixed better? I'm sure. For the amount of time I spent on it, I think it's pretty good. And I think it's like I paid more attention to this stuff than I have in other animations. So with that, I think that concludes everything. If you stuck around, thanks. Otherwise, hopefully see you next time.